different parts here. We've got lots of ear models, so everybody can have their part. Okay, so we've got external ear here, we've got the auricle, external meatus, arch through. Finally, we hit the tympanic membrane or the eardrum. That brings us to the middle ear. So we've got eardrum, we've got our 3 bones hanging off of it. And then we've got our eustachian tube, big old tube that hangs down to our throat. That's what's going to drain off when we get ear infections. Everything likes to bubble up there behind our tympanic membrane. Our 3 different bones, they're all hooked together on this one pretty strongly. But first one you see right here looks like a kind of a weird old Stone Age hammer. That's the malleus, like a mallet. Next one up behind it has a big old spike out the back of it. That is the incus. This is going to be the anvil, right here. And then down hooked to the bottom of the incus is this little stirrup. That's the stapes.
Stapes.
And that is the one that helps to connect into the inner ear. Or we've got this blue here. We've also got this one here as well. But this blue right here is where the stapes fits right in, and that covers up your oval window. Because the bottom of the stirrup's oval, so it's going to cover up the oval window. Now on this one here, this model, the stapes is already attached to the cochlea, but we just know that the oval window is underneath that stapes right there. Okay, so we've gone through our bones, our tympanic membrane, hit our oval window. There's a round window too. It doesn't show it on these models for some weird reason, but the round window is right here on the bottom of the vestibule of the cochlea, right here. Yep, it's right on the bottom. On this model, it does show it right here. It does look like a little donut. It's supposed to be right here too. I may have to go and get some paint stuff and paint one on. But so the round oval window would be under the stapes. Round window will be right here on the bottom. This whole segment right here before you get to the snail shell, this whole place I've got my fingers wrapping around, this is the vestibule part. So that's going to be where those otoliths and are hanging out and everything for axillaries, etc. and so forth. And then right here, the snail shell is our cochlea. And that's what's going to have the hairs and everything inside of it. And it connects right to the vestibular cochlear nerve right here. Helps with balance, hearing, etc. and so forth. Turning it back around again, we've got these big 3 rings. Those are our semicircular canals. And so they're in all 3 different planes of our 3-dimensional world. Helps us keep oriented and everything else. So do you have to know which one's which? Absolutely not. Just recognizing these because we've got enough to deal with.
The ear is surprisingly interesting to me.
I
These
think
are
it's
just-
fascinating that there's so many little things stuck in one bit.
So cool. I don't even know how to put it back.
That is the vestibulocochlear nerve.
Do we need to know that?
Nope. But moving through, we've got our external ear, travels down through into the ear canal. We hit our tympanic membrane. Right behind it, we've got the malleus and the incus. Hanging off the bottom of the incus is the stapes. And that's going to connect into our inner ear right here. So it hooks onto our oval window. And right here, this whole section between the semicircular canals and the cochlea, this part is the vestibule. If I flip it over, there is a round window right here. It's just not shown up on this model, but it is on this one, the older model. Did that, moved to our cochlea, which looks like a snail shell. And then on the other end of it, I've got all these rings, which are the semicircular canals that give us our 3D proprioception. And that all plugs into our vestibulocochlear nerve so that we can have balance, we can hear, etc. and so forth. They both work together. Any questions?
You need to know the names and everything of the back ear.
No. Just recognize it's the other ear. You will need to know for lecture test, but for this, just as the other. All right.